Good morning. This is BizChicks TV. Welcome to BizChicks TV. On Thursdays, we have Wellness Thursdays with BizChicks, and I just wanted to welcome everybody to today's show. We are missing Terralina Austin. Francine Gregory, our tech diva, is in the background helping us push the buttons and making us go live. So we're going to muddle along here without Terry. Terry is in Texas with her daughter and doing some very important things like watching her daughter graduate this morning. So this is very exciting stuff for Terry and her daughter. So BizChicks TV, every Thursday we have a wellness program. And this is the place where we like to help you run a profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle, as Terry would tell us as she opens up the program every Thursday. And today and next Thursday, we invited Brenna to be with us. Brenna Garcia is our Norwex consultant. And Norwex, for those of you that are tuning in and maybe new to the product, is a environmentally friendly product that Brenna's been promoting for the last, I don't know, maybe four or 5 years or so. And I love
2015.
15 years?
2015.
2015. Okay. And Brenna has introduced me and my family to Norwex, and I've been spreading the love with my family, and I just love the product because it is just great. And anyway, I'm going to introduce Brenna to tell us a little bit more about Norwex and why it's such a great product, and a little bit how she got into it. And then we're going to teach you how to clean your bathroom using Norwex technology.
Thank you very much,
Welcome, Brenda. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me on today, and hello to everyone out there in internet land. So I've been doing this since 2015. I've been sharing how to eliminate toxins and synthetics in personal care and home care simply because of the challenges that arose with taking care of a family and, just getting prescriptions from doctors that never really worked for the challenge I was having, and then having to, analyze and kind of bring it down to what I discovered. And so now I like to help other people have less work, because that was a lot of work and I didn't like work anymore. I have a severe special needs child. She's 20, but she is a tetraplegic and a quadriplegic. So I want less work, and I like to share with others how they can have less work too. So Norwex has been around for about 27 years now. This June will be their birthday. And it uses microfiber that's been engineered into a single strand, as opposed to the ones we buy in the store that are a bunch of microfibers that are made in bunches of strands and then put together to create the ultimate microfiber cleaning cloth. It's one single strand, and if you unraveled it, it would stretch from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico. So that's about over 13,000 feet. I can't remember that number right sometimes, I swear. But
one cloth?
It's been infused with silver, and if anybody knows, yes, one thread. Just a single thread.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it's been engineered like that. Okay, it's not just textile manufacturing. We're just going to make a product, and it also helps with the sloughing off of the microfiber product. So we don't get a lot of lint here because we're using something that's been purposefully engineered to have the least amount of impact on the environment. And also it has silver, and silver helps to, it's called backlock, what they've put in the cloths. Silver has been introduced because it inhibits growth of bacteria. Anyone that knows metallurgy knows that brass, copper, silver, they are naturally antimicrobial. But when they're both in their liquid state, the product for creating microfiber and the silver in liquid state, they become merged into this product to be able to create the single strand. And again, it's an engineering process, and I don't want to get too much more into it, but I want to share with you today the benefits of it. So here is a mirror. I don't know if anyone can see. So when I clean my bathroom, all I clean with is the microfiber cloth, and all of our cloths are labeled to help us be able to see stuff, see what we're going to use it for. And this is the Enviro cloth. I color code my spaces. For example, my yellow one is in the bathroom, or the pink one is in the other bathroom, or whatever. And then like I use a different one for my kitchen, for instance. So I just use two main cloths. This is our window cloth, and this is like 3 years old, but it's a window cloth. It's pretty good size, right?
Yeah.
And our Enviro cloth that you use is just slightly smaller, but when you fold the Enviro cloth in fours, you have 8 sides to work with. So you have less rinsing and less going to the sink, right? So I just get the Enviro cloth wet with water, and I get ready to address all of my surfaces. Any surface you want clean, the microfiber is engineered to pick up everything from the surface, and the silver's in there to help disallow reproduction of the viruses or bacteria, I should say, the production of the bacteria, because again, metallurgy. And you can easily find that online, but the science of it all. So I simply, and I used to be a jeweler before, so I kind of know all that stuff. Well, I still am a jeweler, but I know that stuff because I was a jeweler. So I don't know if you can see the lipstick or the, just kids' mess, right?
I could see it.
Just a lot of a mess that typically happens in a household. So I have it wet, and I'm just going to go across the whole thing, and it's like an eraser, right? It's going to pick up, and it's going to...
Brenna, what do you have on that? What did you write on there? Was that lipstick or something?
It was lipstick. Yeah. Okay. You know how hard it is to get lipstick off, right?
Because of the wax, and so you're using the Enviro cloth wet to clean the window. To clean the mirror. Yeah,
all this toothpaste stuff and everything. You just go over all your surfaces, and it's picked up everything off of the surface. Put it into the cloth. So here's our lipstick and and oogies, and then we're gonna follow it up with our window cloth and put it into a streak-free shine with only water.
Just water. I think that to me is the best part of Norwex, is that we're no longer using chemicals to break down the soil and the debris on the surfaces. We're just using the Enviro cloth, which is to me, I like to use the Enviro cloth. In my mind, it's my scrub brush, but it's a cloth. So I used it the other day to clean something out of my mom's new carpet, and it came right out. It was just, I should have taken a before and after picture for you, Brenna. It was just amazing. The Enviro cloth, just like you told me how to get it out. It's amazing.
Yeah. Isn't it fun to see the before and after of anything? But just specifically when you've been working so hard to get the results in your home, and then you're not getting them over and over again, and you just have to settle for them. And you're like, well, that didn't turn out the way I wanted. And with this, you have less work. Like I just did that in how many minutes?
Right. And it's sparkling clean. The clean is just amazingly clean when you're just using the water and the Enviro cloths, and the window cloth is amazing too.
Yeah, the window cloth really polishes everything that you want polished to a streak-free shine. I know having windows with those small panes, trying to clean those. I've had customers say how time-consuming those were with just the paper towel and the spray. Just using these two, it's cut that time by 60% for them, they said. So we as caretakers just moms in general, moms and dads, we have gotten so used to just using the same old thing and just struggling through and just settling for. And I'm here to just try to eliminate that, because we all do so much work. We want to have the least amount of work possible. We're doing things that aren't all that fun, or maybe for some they are, just totally a great thing. But I don't know. I like time to breathe. so
Well,
yeah.
your family was having respiratory issues is one of the reasons why you were getting into Norwex, was all the chemicals, the VOCs in the air and things like that, right? And this eliminates that.
Yeah. Because bleach is an asthmagen, and I used bleach. I used other floor care products that would leave a film on my floor. So in 3 days' time, my feet would not be as clean, because I have wooden tile throughout the house, and it was just getting to be too much. Like, I had the big cotton mop, and I'd have to rinse it and then rinse the floors after I was done cleaning them, because otherwise I had this huge film and I didn't like doing that. So I got tired of it. And I can show you how to clean the basin really quick, or what I use to clean the basin as opposed to what I used to use. And it just makes it really simple. This is some of our laundry detergent in water, period. It's the best degreaser I've ever used. When I first used it, I didn't believe them. I used it on the greasy, the vent for the hood in your kitchen where you cook and it's over the stove.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I couldn't find replacements for those, and they were all dirty after 8 years, and you know how they look, and I didn't want to try to scrub them. My upline told me, boil hot water, put those in the sink, and sprinkle whole scoop over it and let it sit. And in 30 minutes, it was done. Like, I didn't have to do anything but clean around the rims. So this detergent is an amazing option for cleaning things and getting less, having less work, because it just does all of the work for you. And then if you had something that was a little extra challenging, we have our elbow grease in a jar. And I do use this for like the calcium buildup and things like that. And one thing that I don't have that's Norwex is a toothbrush, because I like to get in the nooks and crannies of little spaces, because that's where the calcium, you have that white line of stuff. The toothbrush with the cleaning paste together really helps get in there, and then you're done. So I have my cloth. Actually, I don't know why I turned it on, but we're going to switch sides now to a new clean side. Okay. And my cloths are stained. I've used them for cleaning up paint and things like that, because, again, they're 7 years old. So I just go around my surface, and you are taking everything off of the surface. You just go around, get in there, wipe it around, and then, like I said, if you had more challenging things, you can use the cleaning paste to really get in there and give you what you're looking for, because some stuff is just like calcium buildup.
I find the cleaning paste to be very similar to the laundry detergent, in that you can use the cleaning paste on almost any surface and it doesn't seem to damage anything, because I've used it on my stove, I've used it on fabric, I've used it on carpeting, I've used it on delicate underwear. This cleaning paste is amazing.
Yeah. And it's just a couple of ingredients, the most important ones being coconut oil and marble flour. So I take, because sometimes we have cement in there because the kids, the littles spit in there, and it's not squeaky clean. You can feel, after you've wiped it. So if I want to get that, I get a little bit of cleaning paste on my cloth, get in there.
Yep, I can hear that.
You get that clean that you're looking for. And you're done. Like, that was it.
And then you just rinse your Enviro cloth? And then you do the same thing to the commode.
Yeah. Sorry, my faucet's a little loud.
So you kind of do that in order, right? You did the mirror first, and then you did the sink, and then you're going to do the commode.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to do the commode this
So
morning.
that
would be your.
I was going to actually mention that. Thanks for bringing that
Oh,
up.
sorry.
So when I start,
Oh
no, you're fine. When I start cleaning, I start from the top down. So clean the mirror, clean the sink, go to the toilet, and then go to the shower and bathtub.
Okay.
Or shower and bathtub and then toilet, whatever you're comfortable with. But part of the care of the cloths is a par rinse. So press, agitate, and rinse.
Okay.
Your cloth all the way down, and you press and you rinse it under the warm water, and then you wring it out and hang it to dry, and then it's ready to use the next day.
Okay.
24 hours after it dries, the silver's gone to work, and it helps eliminate any potential growth for mold. And I no longer have smelly cloths or sponges. So, yeah, I don't like them. They were not pleasant. But yeah, and now, you go over, you've been left with a clean surface after you're done, and that was it.
And then you just take your polishing cloth to clean it, to shine everything up, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I do that, just those 1, 2, 3, 4 things. If it's typically after you've, you don't always need the cleaning paste after you've done it once, like in the kitchen where you have a grease buildup or something. You don't typically have to use it again. But yeah.
Well, that gives me some incentive. I feel like I want to go wash my bathroom now.
Yeah. So now we're done, right? We've done the sink, and that took no time at all. And then we do all of that on also the toilet. Oops, sorry. On the toilet and the shower, and it's pretty quick.
So for organizational purposes, it seems to me that it would be good to have one enviro cloth and one window for the bathroom.
Our safe haven kit.
Bathroom.
Our safe haven kit is one kit. It has all 5 things in it that you need to create and start your safe haven. It starts at 108, I believe, or 109, and you get and it's discounted when you buy the kit instead of buying each item in the kit. And that is basically what I started out with. On my second purchase, I got that one, but I bought it individually.
So it's a enviro cloth.
An enviro cloth.
Go ahead.
Window cloth, cleaning paste, the detergent, and the dust mitt.
The only thing that it's missing is a water bottle for the all-purpose cleaner because the laundry detergent, I cannot believe how good it is, and it doesn't have it doesn't have like a fragrance or anything like that. So it just you can use it anywhere. I use it on my floors also, Britt. I hope that's okay. But yeah, I use it with my Norwex floor, my microfiber system for the floors. I sprayed a little bit on the floor, and then I use my that works okay?
You can. You can, maybe for the initial cleaning, because you're getting the layer of chemicals off of your floor. But after that, I don't use any detergent on my floor. I just use the sweeping mop, which is the dry mop. Mm-hmm. And I use the wet mop, which is, it was blue. I think they've changed colors now, but the wet mop is the one that's for mopping, obviously. And I just use that with water, just water. Nothing
then I'll
else.
do that too.
So I use, when I use the mop, here's the wet pad. It's blue for wet. I think they've changed. I need to update my system. Because this one, they are guaranteed. All our microfiber products are guaranteed for 2 years. So we always honor that. And then this is our dry mop. And I take the dry mop and I sweep my whole floor, and I go in a figure 8 motion, and it velcros to the mop itself. And then I bring it up. I like it tall because the longer reach is less work. But they say, ergonomically speaking, you want to have it at least chin height.
Okay.
And so that way you have less work. And then you just go in a figure. Oh, my thing just broke. You just go in a figure 8. Yeah. You know, figure 8 motion. And why did that come off? Okay. So.
Yeah, I actually just got my my cleaning floor system when I moved into my mom's, because we replaced her floor. So we have kind of a wooden floor, and then we have new carpeting. And I wanted the microfiber system from my mom's new laminate engineered wood on her floor. So and it's been it's perfect. It takes me 2 minutes to do the entire kitchen and dining room every morning.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I just go back there and I go in the figure 8. Figure 8 is like this.
Oh, okay.
And if your floor has any moisture on it, it will grab a little bit because it's meant to be used dry.
Right.
And then you get it picks everything up. Sometimes you have to use let me shorten this. Sometimes you have to use the dust broom. Sorry, excuse me. This is not easy to use. The dust broom, in order to take everything off into the trash, and it's a rubber brush. I should say dust broom. The rubber brush that we use to wipe off these, or you could just take it outside and shake it.
Okay.
Yeah, but you peel it off in halves, and you can set that aside to address later. You don't have to do it now. And then you take this wet, and then you do the same thing, and then your floors are done.
That's awesome.
You can imagine when you have a large space or a lot of wood or tile, it just makes cleaning floors a breeze. Yeah.
It's actually, I look at it as kind of a little fun thing that I get to, seriously, I think it's actually kind of fun to go around and sweep my mom's floors with the Norwex system and stuff like that. It's just like, in 5 minutes, I've got the whole kitchen and dining room done, and we're ready for breakfast. It's really amazing.
Yeah, just to get in there and wipe things down, knowing that your surface is cleaner, than when you had used the chemicals before. Because technically, if you read the instructions on the back of all of my favorite at the time, because I didn't know any better, was the wipes, and then you wipe down the kid's high chair with the wipes.
Right.
That actually leaves a chemical residue, and it explains that it has to be left wet for 4 minutes in order to disinfect, so many other minutes to sanitize.
And
who knew there was a difference between disinfecting and sanitizing? Right. So that was and then you got so less work.
Well, and we go around thinking that everything is great and wonderful and safe and all of that, when in fact we're actually adding chemicals to our ambient air. I mean, we're actually creating some of that with all these cleaning materials that people use and stuff. And so this is a much healthier way to keep your house clean for everybody.
Yeah. And Norwex, the whole goal is to eliminate toxins. So what we like to say is clean doesn't have a smell. And you can tell the surface by touch if the surface is clean. And you ever notice when you go in the store and you go and you touch the shopping carts handles, they're caked with the film from the wipes. And then your hands feel, you can tell, simply can tell. Yeah.
So next week, Brenna is going to be back with us. and we're going to clean another room in our house. Have you decided which what do you want to do next week, Brenna?
If anybody wants to put in the comments what they'd like to see, that would be great. I do that in my VIP group, like what do you want to see done next, and so on and so forth. So maybe the kitchen.
Maybe the kitchen.
Maybe something challenging in the kitchen, because you can't go over the whole thing.
You know what would be, and I think people would enjoy seeing or having you walk around and your kitchen and show us what kinds of product you would use to clean. Like the hood of the oven is usually the stove gets pretty greasy inside. In fact, you helped me clean my oven when I spilled cherry pie juice all over my brand new oven. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And it came out so perfectly. I wish I had taken better pictures of that little thing. But what happened was I spilled cherry pie juice all over my mother's new oven, and I was just devastated. I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna, because it's burnt on.
Yeah.
And Brenna helped me get that all up, and it's now perfectly clean without damaging the inside of my oven.
Yes. And that's what Norwex is about, is helping you keep what you have looking new for its lifetime. And you notice over time, some stuff that we've used kind of has gotten broken down because of the chemicals. You know, the film, this protective coating comes off of an object. And it's the chemicals don't help keep the items we purchase, they impact the lifespan of that object.
Yeah, the chemicals just break down everything, over time, and you lose all of that. So
right, keep it newer longer. That's what you want. And it also, if anybody has questions, well, how is Norwex going to help me with this problem? Simply Google Norwex before and after. What is it? Stove, refrigerator, oven, and you'll see the before and after pictures of a lot of people that have posted their success stories, if you will, but they're before and afters. Mm-hmm. And they sometimes you get details in the pictures and sometimes you don't. But if you have questions, always reach out to me and I'm happy to help.
It might be interesting for people to see you teach people how to clean your refrigerator, because that's another thing. When we were young, we were taught not to use soap inside the refrigerator because it affects the food and stuff like that. And I had resorted to using cleaning items for my refrigerator, but now I don't.
Yeah.
So now I just use the EnviroCloth and just wipe everything down, and it's clean. It's sparkly clean.
Yep. And that's what I do too. Just use the kitchen cloth or EnviroCloth. Yeah. Kitchen cloth is a smaller version and picks up more crumbs than the EnviroCloth because it's got ribs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Brenna, is there any other little tips you want to let us know about today's lesson?
Sure. While we're in the bathroom, you know how we all squeegee our shower, or I used to squeegee the shower after we were done, right? You're squeegeeing to, make sure mold doesn't grow.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that anymore. You just get an EnviroCloth, hang it over the edge of the shower space, and instead of squeegeeing, you're just wiping, and ultimately you're drying, but you're cleaning, because the EnviroCloth, but the water that's on the wall is going to clean for you. You're just wiping it dry.
Okay. One cloth is going to take care of that step. Huh?
Cut out that step. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, I've been here 6 months showering every day, and I've been squeegeeing, so now I know better.
Yeah, that's my other helpful tip. Stop squeegeeing.
That's a good one.
Just get your EnviroCloth and wipe it down, and it's clean and dry.
Wow. Okay. That's a great tip. Okay. And with that, I think we'll go ahead and we'll end the show, because I just want to invite everybody back for next Thursday when we have Brenna back, and she's going to walk us through another room in the house, probably the kitchen. And we're going to learn on how to detox our kitchen using just water and our Norwex products. In the meantime, do you have anything that maybe we should put in the chat before we hang up? I'll put your contact information in the chat, because I haven't had a chance to do that yet, Brenna.
Oh, okay.
But we'll do that after we get off the show.
Oh yeah, certainly. If you like, you can follow me on Instagram at happily green and clean, and I was also on Facebook. And
Okay.
Yeah, tips. Tips, and I answer people's questions if they have any, or put out helpful information. So, yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Well, we'll put that information into the chat, and we will look forward to seeing you next Thursday. In the meantime, if you have any kind of questions regarding anything in your home in terms of a problem that you might have, reach out to Brenna. We'll have her contact information, and chat with her, because she will tell you exactly how to get rid of your stain or the problem that you have in your house. And it's actually kind of fun to have
with less work.
With less work and with really great effectiveness. I mean, like I said, the other day when I had this accident, my mom's her carpet, I had no idea it was going to come as clean. And I mean, we can't even tell that we had a problem. It's amazing. It just pulled all that stain right out of the carpet.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing what the results you get, right?
Yeah.
You're like, why didn't I have this before when I had this other stain?
And they remember the other thing is that Mother's Day is coming up. And, that starter kit would be a great Mother's Day present for anybody, a young mother just starting out, or
a new
mother, or an older mother that has dirty boys that are running around
arthritis,
the house.
Like me.
Right.
It takes taking care of a family takes its toll on our bodies as we go through until they, journey off on their own. And so, yeah, I have arthritis. And so cleaning is not what I want to do. It's what I have to do, but having it easier just for me on my joints, because I still have to go change diapers. So just helping have less work, and in my case, less pain. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, Brenna, thank you so much for everything. We'll see you next Thursday. It'll be really fun. And I wanted to thank everybody for tuning in. And we will see you next week.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Reach out if you have any questions. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Brenna. I'm going to go ahead and, I think we're going to go ahead and just leave the studio.
Okay.
All right. See you later.
See ya.